So I feel like it's pretty obvious that Wicked has taken the world by storm. I feel like Wicked is probably one of the most notable musicals that a lot of people have ever heard of or seen. Even if you don't know musicals, you probably have heard of Wicked. It fits into the same realm as like Phantom of the Opera, Grease, and Les Miserables as of recent, because, you know, Les Miserables got popularized by becoming a big budget movie. But with a musical going to the big screen, something always comes with it. And that is, of course, theater kids. Now, before we go into theater kids, I want to clarify, I used to be a quote-unquote theater kid. Back in high school, I performed in every single musical. I performed in every single play. I was always a part of that stuff. To be fair, I was also in multiple sports, and I was also, you know, singing in choir in the band. I was, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. But I definitely know what theater kids are and what they are like. And unfortunately, a lot of the stereotypes and a lot of the beliefs of what theater kids are tend to be pretty true. Because there's one thing that theater kids love to do: sing. Well, obviously, like that comes with it, right? You're a theater kid, obviously you love singing. But it's a lot different when it comes to theater kids, right? You're not someone who just likes music or maybe just enjoys singing songs. You're a theater kid. That means you like breaking out into song whenever the hell you feel like it. Which, don't get me wrong, I am a strong believer in, you know, singing what you want when you want, but there's a time and there's a goddamn place for this kind of thing. Back when I was doing theater, that was a pretty common occurrence. Now, I was under the blanket of a theater, if you will, so it made a little bit more sense, but I always had to deal with theater kids singing at me. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean all of a sudden, we're chatting, you know, having a normal conversation, and then boom, they just start singing to you. They go try to defy. And it's like in your fucking face, just staring at you longingly, and you just have to sit there. You have to stand there awkwardly and just listen to this while they're singing at your face. It's a very common thing. Now, I'm sure a lot of theater kids will understand what I'm talking about when I say those people, because there are definitely plenty of theater kids that aren't like that are pretty normal. However, the loud minority of theater kids are the ones who love to sing when you don't need to sing. For example, in a movie theater, which has been the talk as of late, people cannot stop themselves from singing the Wicked musical. Now, I don't necessarily remember if Les Miserables had the same thing, because I don't think Les Miserables was as popular as the Wicked musical, at least when it came to, like, you know, when they were on Broadway and stuff like that. Now, I was a weirdo who listened to the Les Miserables 25th anniversary edition that had Nick Jonas singing Empty Chairs at Empty Tables, way before it became like a popularized movie. But when I watched the movie, I didn't ever feel the need or necessity to sing. Hell, back when I was auditioning for a college scholarship, Empty Chairs and Empty Tables was one of the songs that my choir director chose for me to do for that performance, along with a bunch of different language songs that I still hate and haunt me to this day. God, kill me. But I still didn't sing the damn song in the theater. Now, I have actively avoided going to see Wicked. Now, I know that's crazy. That's crazy to say I'm making a video about Wicked without actually going to see Wicked. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to wait for all the theater kids to get it out of their system, and then I'm probably going to wait for it to go onto streaming services, and then I probably still won't end up, I'll probably watch it at some point. But this has become a genuine trend on TikTok. People just going to Wicked and either showing them bawling their eyes out or showing themselves singing in the theater. Oops, let's watch it again.
Conquering my stage fright by singing in a crowded theater. Preparing for the big finish. Not me getting emotional. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Here goes nothing. Hold it. Almost messed up. Wait for it. Nailed it.
I'm sorry, buddy. You did not nail it. There are many things to break down in this video. First of all, you started with conquering my stage fright by singing in a crowded theater. Do you know what stage fright is? That involves you being the one on stage. You're watching a goddamn movie in a quiet theater where it's supposed to be quiet and everyone's supposed to enjoy it. And also the fact that this guy chose one of the big moments of the movie, especially when like the music cuts out and the vocalist comes in. And you fucking ruined it. Yeah, and it says the people turned around because you ruined a big moment that they've probably been waiting for. People didn't come to listen to your ass sing. People came to hear the actors sing in a highly auto-tuned, processed way. I want to clarify, I'm not saying they're bad singers. It's just movies tend to overproduce vocals. I love how he adds little notes in here. Almost messed up. Like, who cares? You shouldn't be singing in the first place. You're not performing for anyone, bro. The only person you're performing for is the TikTok audience, which collectively don't like you. I mean, the fact that you have the audacity to record this and then post it, deal with all the hate, more power to you, man. You know what? Respect for sticking to your guns. But I always love the Wicked song, the Defying Gravity song, because the only time people want to sing is when, you know, she's going for that like high note thing that's going on, which just shows that you don't give a shit about the song. You just want everyone to know that, hey, I can hit that high note. I can do that, and no one else can. I'm better than you. No one actually cares. I'm sorry. Like, no one cares. I mean, maybe your theater kid friends, but most people don't give a shit that you can hit that high note. I'm sorry, honey. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. This is a big moment for you, right? This is about you, right? These theater kids are probably thinking, I was watching Wicked before you even knew what the fuck it was. This is my movie. So they get in their head thinking that this is their moment, you know, their moment to shine. It's not. It's not your moment to shine. Your moment to shut up and watch the movie. You know, honestly, I don't get it because, like, I feel like these theater kids should be happy that other people who aren't theater kids get to enjoy Wicked, because I'm sure it's great. Like, don't get me wrong, the movie's probably good. I just don't want to deal with the theater. I don't know what it is with like theater kids that want to gatekeep their musicals. Like, wouldn't you want more people to like your musicals? Wouldn't you want it to be more normalized for people to enjoy musicals? And you want to know the sad part? I keep saying theater kids. I don't even think that you could call some of these people theater kids. Let's be real. Most of them probably don't know any other musical but Wicked. Let's be honest. I'm just using theater kids as like a blanket statement, but a lot of theater kids that actually enjoy musicals, that go out and search for different musicals. You know, the people who don't just watch Wicked and Les Miserables. You know, the people who watch Funny Girl or Guys and Dolls, Meet Me in St. Louis, Bye Bye Birdie. The list goes on of musicals that aren't just super popularized. So I do feel like it is semi-insulting to people who actually thoroughly enjoy musicals and want people to enjoy musicals, because I feel like those people who have respect for the musical arts would understand, you don't do this. These are probably just people who saw Wicked one time in the theater and think that they are now theater kids and will go to every Wicked production and be like, this is me. I am Wicked. Like this person example, they're showing themselves as a non-theater, non-singer person, enjoying the musical so much that they're going home and just attempting to sing in the bathroom, even though they aren't that good and you can tell they're not trained. I love this shit. I love people just saying, you know, fuck it, I'm just gonna sing anyway. I'm not that great, I'm not good. I'm just so hyped about this musical and the musical got to me, I wanna sing the song. Yeah, she's not great. Who the fuck cares? You know, she's doing her own thing. She's getting it. This is what theater kids should want, is like people who maybe have never liked theater in their life, or maybe even made fun of theater. And then they see Wicked and they're like, damn, I kind of get it now, you know? And one other thing, about Wicked that I want to talk about. What's going on with the crying? Like what the hell is going on with the cry? I know I haven't watched it yet, but I'm not talking about crying after seeing the movie. I'm talking about the two main actors of the show just crying in every single goddamn interview.
We just our own private cry. Yes. Whoa, stop. Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Do it.
Ooh, don't look at me like that.
Like, I just, like...
Thank you so much. It's really emotional. We can't help it. We're trying our best.
Now, I do not know anything about Cynthia, but one thing I know about Ariana Grande is she's fake as fuck. That's the one thing that bothers me about this. No human can cry this much without forcing it. I'm sorry, every single interview you've been to, you cry? No, that's impossible. I don't care what anyone says, Ariana is fake as fuck. All this crying is just weird and strange. Like, whose dog died? Like, whose dog died? Whose family member passed away in the production of this? I need to know. And then we just have loads and loads of videos of people on TikTok recording their before and after of crying, or just recording themselves like red-faced, just bawling their eyes out. I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so sad. But I guess my final thoughts on this situation is don't sing in the goddamn theater. The theater is a place for quiet. What happened to that? I feel like over time, maybe it's technology, maybe, TikTok. It's gotta be TikTok because everyone's recording videos in the theater with TikTok now and making it all about them. But I feel like the whole being quiet in the theater thing has been completely thrown out the window. Like no one gives a shit about being quiet in a theater anymore. Which is a lot of the reason why I tend to not go to theaters anymore. It's honestly easier to just wait for it to come out on cassette and then watch it that way. But thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.